If I had 1 nickel, I'd put it in a jar. We ate the food!
We ate the food.
Morgan, what type of food would you say is for sale at the Lotus Blossom Cafe?
I would say it is, it's Chinese food, but the kind that you're used to, like the Americanized.
Sure, yeah. I'm talking like combo meal, chicken fried rice, pork roll type
orange
situation.
chicken, yeah.
Yeah.
Things we're used to here.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I guess we can talk about kind of the experience of it. Like when you walk into the China Pavilion, first of all, the China Pavilion here in EPCOT is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes,
the architecture
beautiful.
is stunning. It is decorated so ornately and like respectfully. It's so tasteful. I think it's like, I very rarely walk back here because I'm not like seeing the China movie often, and I'm not eating at Nine Dragons very often.
Right.
So I don't really get to explore it as much, but walking through, it's so beautiful.
It is beautiful, yeah.
And you kind of get a good view of the pavilion from this restaurant.
Yeah, right. And it feels like, it really feels like you're stepping out of what is EPCOT. You know what I mean?
Yes. This pavilion, I think, more than a lot of the others.
Yes.
Too. You really feel like you're going away from the huge stream of people. And I think that suits the like peaceful, natural spirit of the pavilion.
Yeah, I completely agree.
So well. So it really does make for a perfect setting for this kind of, eating experience. The question is, does the food match up to the, environment in a quality way?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like connected to their sit-down restaurant, which we did not do the sit-down restaurant. That's the Nine Dragons.
Right.
This is a counter service.
Yeah, this is a quick service. So this is going to be kind of food that you can sit down and eat quickly. It's not going to be as intensive as a dining experience at one of the sit-down restaurants.
Right.
So that definitely appeals to a lot of people. You're also talking about kind of a lower price point. So when we're discussing the quality of the food, that's in comparison to other quick service locations around Walt Disney World.
Right, absolutely. We're not comparing it to the other sit-downs.
We're not comparing it to Chefs de France and all the other, sit-down things going on.
Right.
Yeah, but that being said, we ordered, I thought, a pretty thorough selection from the menu.
Yeah, the menu is a pretty limited menu to begin with.
Right.
So there were like 4 entrees to choose from, 2 appetizers, 2 kids meals.
Right.
I think that was it, and we got 3 of those. That was a firework.
Yeah, sorry, we're filming during Harmonious. You might hear a firework or 2.
We got 3 of the entrees, 3 out of 4 of the entrees. We got both of the appetizers.
Yeah, let's talk about each.
Okay.
What did you think about the orange chicken? Now, this I feel like is the all-around safe bet of Chinese food anywhere.
Yes, right.
If you were looking for something sweet that's maybe just got a little bit of the zest to it, a lot of flavor, but very safe, palatable flavors for everyone, I think the orange chicken is kind of the safe, kid-friendly even go-to here.
Yeah.
But what did you think of the quality, that being said?
I thought it was, I think it's on par with like mall food orange chicken. It was good. It's a fried piece of chicken that's tossed in like a kind of sweet and sour orange sauce, and yeah, it was good but not great. How did you feel about it?
It was good for what it was. I wouldn't say that it elevated in a meaningful way. It didn't have a certain cooking flair to it. It was just a fairly well done version of that standard, exactly what you said, mall food court type of chicken.
I wouldn't say it's better than the place that's famous for making orange chicken.
No, or I don't think it's even better than your standard, when you're walking in the mall and you're walking through the food court and they've got that tray with little cups on it and toothpicks and the chicken, they go, would you like to try the orange chicken?
Right.
If you would have put this orange chicken in a little piece in a cup, I would have believed you, that it was just that chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's that chicken.
Pretty standard.
You don't hate it.
No.
When you order that orange chicken, you know what you're getting into, but it kind of delivered on being what it was.
Yeah.
What do you think? We also got the Mongolian beef. What did you think about that?
The Mongolian beef was not my favorite, but it maybe could have been better for me if ours was served hot, but it wasn't hot, which concerned me as somebody that worked in food service for a long time. And I know that food that's below temperature can not be, can make you sick.
That's a very fair point. I did not think about that. I just thought, I would not describe this as hot. That was for sure. I got it and I thought to myself, well, I know it's not a piping fresh type of experience here. But also I didn't expect that, really. I mean, I wanted the food to be hot.
It was probably done just like at the mall, where they had big trays of it. Another thing to mention real quick is the orange chicken came with white rice and an egg roll, and then that Mongolian beef came with noodles and an egg roll, and the white rice was white rice. But the noodles were spicy.
In my opinion, the thing to order is the Mongolian beef, and here's why. The noodles
were very good.
They were good. They were the right texture, the right consistency. The sauce they were in wasn't too salty, wasn't too anything. It was just right. Yeah. A little kick that I enjoyed. And
I like the spice.
The egg roll was one of my favorite things. It was crisp. It had good pork flavor. It wasn't stuffed with cabbage, totally, which I think is a common
They have duck sauce here, so if that's something you're familiar with, that's a good topping.
And it was so crispy on the outside, but the pork consistency on the inside offered a nice different texture. The egg roll, really, really good.
Yeah.
And here's what you can be thankful for if you order the Mongolian beef. You don't get rice. Because the rice that Morgan got with the orange chicken, when we tasted the rice, it was, I won't lie, it was cooked really well. Yeah. The consistency was there.
It was white rice that was done fine.
Totally room temperature.
Yeah. You know? And I was like, I guess this is fine because it's rice, but it wasn't.
But also the orange chicken was hot, and then the rice was room temperature. Yeah. So it was a little bit okay, so clearly something got slopped on my plate from the rice, which it is what it is, but it was noticeable to me that it wasn't the temperature it was supposed to be at. The noodles were the right temperature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I thought the Mongolian beef was actually pretty good flavor-wise.
Flavor-wise, it was good.
I just thought it's a little cool.
Yeah.
But, flavor-wise, I thought it was. So when you're getting the Mongolian beef with the good flavor, the noodles with the little kick, and then you got the crispy egg roll, I thought that was kind of a winning combination. I think if we all would have gotten that, we all would have had a totally different opinion of this restaurant. Here's where we made the mistake. We tried everything.
Well, yeah, and our timing. If it had been different timing and it had just been made, it probably would have been my favorite.
We can only speak to our experience.
Yes, exactly.
It is what it is. The last thing we tried was the chicken fried rice.
Yes.
Now, this, to me, is a comfort food. I love fried rice. My fiance makes a lovely homemade fried rice. Oh. So I am often spoiled by good fried rice. Oh. I thought this was bland, room temperature, canned chicken type experience.
Oh, wow. I didn't get the canned chicken part of it, but I did think it needed more flavor.
What did you think of the chicken? I know you got a good bite of the chicken.
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
You thought it was all right? I think maybe because it was the dish I ordered, so I had to sit with it for a while. The chicken for me just had that cheap, steeped in chicken juice kind of flavor to me. And I really did not appreciate the chicken in it. I thought the rice, the flavor was actually fine. It was fried correctly. It was good. But the combination of the chicken being subpar and the room temperature rice together, for me, it was not. I had to cover it in sauce to get it to a point where I felt good about eating it. But let me tell you the reprieve. The egg roll, still delicious. I got the egg roll with the meal, still very good. And I also got the vegetables, which I thought were fine.
Yeah, they were fine.
They were a steamed vegetable.
They really could have been a lot worse.
I was actually expecting them to be worse.
I was too. Yeah. Because when you saw it, it was just cauliflower and carrots and squash and green beans. And you couldn't visibly see that there was going to be a lot of flavor, but they did add flavor.
It's got a butter kind of flavor.
And something else, I feel like. Yeah, it was just a little bit better than I expected it to have no flavor and still be a little crunchy, and they weren't that bad.
So I was happy to have it as a reprieve from my other situations going on my plate. But I will say, when I was eating that, I will be honest, when I was eating that chicken fried rice, I kind of thought to myself, well, I'll never come here again, and that's fine. But when I ate my egg roll, I thought, well, I might come back for an egg roll.
Right,
the
and
egg
you
rolls
could.
were nice. Yeah.
they were something that was on the appetizer.
You can get them a la carte, just the egg rolls. We also had, I will say, we had a side of the pot stickers.
Yeah.
And I thought the pot stickers were also good.
They were really good.
So
I love the dumpling sauce.
So I will say, Lotus Blossom Cafe, I would maybe not get my full Chinese meal here, but I would come for a snack. The snacks are pretty affordable. Get an egg roll, get some pot stickers. Maybe ask for a side of noodles if you could order that. Oh wait, you might not be able to order that. Don't do that.
You don't know.
Stop putting these cast members through all this. Why would you even think of that?
Oh,
so
wow.
insulting. Right, Groot?
Right.
Anyway,
right.
I would come back for snack type stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to rate the stuff here at the Lotus Blossom?
I do.
All right. Well, then tell me. Out of 5 Lotus Blossoms,
all right,
what are we thinking for the location, convenience, transportation aspect of this? We're in the China Pavilion of Epcot.
Right, and again, we're just talking about quick serves.
Yes.
So I'm going to go 5. You're
It's a 5.
in Epcot.
Here's
We
the
come to
truth.
Epcot all the time.
Once a week.
Yeah.
If not more.
But even if we weren't coming once a week, Epcot would, for a while, is going to be our starting location because of the Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
Right.
Which, if you want to get in the virtual queue, you have to start here right now.
Because you have to have an Epcot park reservation.
Yes. But even beyond that, Epcot is really one of our favorite parks.
I got engaged here, y'all. I love Epcot. It is like such a big part of my love for Walt Disney World. Yeah. I'm making an Epcot room for my house. Epcot is a really big part of the reason I love Disney so much. So like we're here all the time just because we love Epcot.
Right.
And everybody who goes to Epcot knows that one of the best things about it is that it's got some of the best dining in World Showcase anywhere in Walt Disney World.
Right.
So in my opinion, because it's got that reputation, any location in World Showcase is a 5 for me.
The other thing is Epcot has the best or the most transportation options of any other park.
By far.
Yeah, because, I mean, of course you have the bus, which everybody has the bus, but you also have the monorail that can take you to Magic Kingdom, and you have the Skyliner that can take you to Hollywood Studios.
And boats.
Yeah, and boats. In addition
everything.
to taking you to other hotels you might want to experience or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a huge for location.
It is. It's really convenient, especially if you're just kind of popping in either from that back entrance, the International Gateway of Epcot, or you're coming in the main entrance. It's pretty close to the beginning of the loop. So really, whatever way you're coming from, this is
about
a good
halfway, I would say.
This is a good spot to be.
Right,
you know what
right.
I mean? Love that for them.
So,
all right.
Ambiance?
Yeah, let's talk about the ambiance. Now, I've got to tell you right now, the ambiance I love. It is bright. It is colorful. It feels authentic to the culture.
Yeah. For a quick serve, I would definitely give this a 5. We love the option for indoor seating.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's got open windows, so it's not totally enclosed, but it felt like it would be cool and shaded in there and nice.
There's lots of indoor tables.
And talk about atmosphere. It's just gorgeous in there from ceiling to floor.
Yes.
So definitely 5 Lotus Blossoms for the interior there. All right, let's talk about quality. Now, quality is one of, in my opinion, most important things because that's what keeps you coming back. That's what leaves you happy.
And remember, we're just talking quick serve to quick serve.
We're just talking quick serve to quick serve. So we're talking about it could be as good as a Ronto wrap. That's like a 5 probably, right? Or it could be as bad as like a really bad like food court pizza.
Yeah.
So like with
ketchup pizza.
Ketchup pizza. So with that perspective in mind, what are you thinking for this?
3 to 3.5.
Really? I think 3. Really, it's a case of expectations, don't you think? Because, like, I went into this thinking this is going to be, you know, mall quality kind of Chinese food, and that's basically what I got. Yeah. So I wasn't upset. I was fine with it being what it was.
Sure, me too.
You know, I thought, well, I was holding a little hope it would kind of maybe be a hidden gem that I just hadn't heard about, but that's not what my overwhelming thought process was. I kind of thought this is going to be your standard fare kind of Chinese food.
Sure.
I got that. If that's what you're looking for, it's an option available to you. I'm not mad at it.
Okay. So value. So these entrees were between $12 and $15 each, and the appetizers were like, I want to say 6 or 7 each.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought the value of this was not bad.
Yeah, I don't think it was bad either.
I actually think this is on the lower end of what you'll pay for a quick serve meal at
where it's
Disney
a full
World,
filling meal.
Where it's a full meal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I think 3 Lotus Blossoms is the appropriate rating.
For value.
Yeah,
maybe even 4.
4?
Well, yeah, it's hard to say. I'd say it's about $15 a person.
I would take it to a 4 if everything that I got
You're right.
was prepared in the way that I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
So that may just be a case of it being off, but it was our experience, you know?
Yeah.
So if everything came out to me the right temperature,
I'll agree with 4. You on the 3 though.
But the 3 was preparation plus kind of the overall quality together.
Yeah.
So, 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So overall, I would say if you're looking for a quick and affordable snack in Epcot and you're in the mood for Chinese food, I think that is the situation where this will come in handy for you.
Or if you are wanting a quick serve, not blow your mind kind of food at a low price where you can eat inside, I think this would be a good meal too.
Yeah.
I don't think you should count it. I don't think you should count the dinners out.
Right. As Wine Bar Jake would say, it's edible and it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any other thoughts on I honestly think I'll be back for an egg roll.
Okay.
Don't you think? I'll keep you
Yeah,
posted on TikTok if I come back for an egg roll. If you enjoyed this review, then you can subscribe to our channel. That way you'll be the first to know when we get new videos out. We really appreciate that. You can find us online at neverlandnavigation.co, or you can follow us on social media.
Yeah, or check out our podcast, Neverland Navigation Radio, where we have so much fun.
Yeah. On TikTok, we're at Neverland Navco, and at Instagram, it's the same. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we would appreciate if you left a comment letting us know what's your favorite quick serve in the World Showcase. I would like to know.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on our next adventure. Solid 3.
What are we doing?
I was gonna do a high 5.
Oh, for 3.
If you enjoyed this review, if you enjoyed this review, you can ignore the gunshots in the background. They're
fireworks. Okay, we'll wait.
Oh, it's over.
Okay, great.